Welcome back to The Internationalist, and today we are at Ned Kelly's house, where he was born back in 1854 in the colony of Victoria. Ned Kelly never actually saw what Australia became to be. He lived only in the colonial period when we were under British rule. Now, as you can see behind us, it's a simple weatherboard. This is where Kelly grew up with his brothers and his mum. His dad was actually a convict, he was shipped over from the United Kingdom, and he died shortly after he got out of a prison sentence when Kelly was just 12. So when Kelly was 12, he became not only the oldest child, but the breadwinner for the family. And he turned to crime. Interestingly, Kelly was one of the last bushrangers ever convicted in Australia, and he was hung in 1880, as you'll find out later with Ethan. The formation of the Kelly gang occurred right here. It was Kelly, his two brothers, and two of their associates. This is where the first major shootout happened with Kelly and the police. Here, they shot and killed two police officers, and the Victorian government of the time declared them outlaws. Kelly fled with his gang from here up towards New South Wales, but his mother was imprisoned for the associated crimes at the time. Kelly and his gang lasted so long because although they were infamous and highly coveted by the police and high rewards were offered, the locals in the area and the rural areas of the colonies at the time sympathised with the Kellys' ideas. Kelly grew up very poor, and he thought that poor people didn't really stand a chance in the new colony as it was getting richer. There was a lot of gold inflowing into the cities at the time, and he thought that the cities were forgetting about the poor people who were the backbone of the colony at the time. As the railroads extended and connected all the colonies, the poor were left behind in his eyes, and a lot of poor people sheltered and harboured the Kellys, allowing them to last 2 years before the final stand, which was at the time the longest anyone had been on the run from the police with such infamy. Now, as we've learnt, the Kelly gang moved up north through Victoria into New South Wales, the colonies at the time. I'll now hand over to Ethan on site. Alrighty, Ethan, all yours.
Alrighty, thanks Millsy. So here I am, standing in front of the Ned Kelly statue here in Glenrowan, where Ned Kelly was actually caught and arrested after about a 2-year evasion of the police, but here in Glenrowan was where the final shootout between his gang and the police actually happened. After this, he was arrested, taken to Melbourne, and tried despite many protests from locals. He was tried and he was convicted as a murderer and hanged on the 11th of November 1880. This statue behind me was built in memory of him on the 14th of April 1992, costing the government approximately 12,000 Australian dollars, made out of fiberglass. It's quite a few years old now, but it's pretty impressive to look at. So one thing that quite a few people don't actually know is that just before his shootout and his gang shootout with the police here in Glenrowan, Ned Kelly actually almost escaped. He witnessed one of his gang members get shot in the groin and then die of a hemorrhage. Most people you'd think in that situation would sort of just get out of there, but he actually went back to rescue his brother and another one of his gang members who did unfortunately die. He was the only surviving member of his gang in that particular shootout. But that's one of the reasons why so many people consider him a bit of a national icon, because of his sense of unity and family. All right. Thank you for watching another video over here on The Internationalist. We really do appreciate your support. Please do like, comment, subscribe over on the channel, as well as checking out our socials that will be in the description. Thanks very much. See you later.